All right. Thank you guys for coming tonight. Today is Monday, November 30th. Hard to believe it's the last day of November and we're into the last month of the year, December. Tonight I'm going to talk to you guys about how to set yourself up for success for December. There's definitely some stuff you're going to want to be doing. You don't want to just sit back and, decide to work on January 1st or December 31st because it will be too late. This is really the month for planting seeds, and there's a couple different ways that you can do that. The biggest thing that's going to be key to your success is knowing what your goals are, writing out what your goals are for December. I would recommend writing out a goal in regards to your personal health and fitness. So like for me, I'm going to be starting Hammer and Chisel tomorrow, and that is my goal, is to stick to that program. I need to get my nutrition back on track, and that is the way I'm going to do it. So get a goal for your fitness and your health and stick to it. Get a program. Commit to a personal development book or a series of podcasts. I personally think a book is the way to go, and then sprinkle podcasts in between. Because it's really, when you listen to podcasts, sometimes I find for many people as they can get distracted or stressed out and think, oh my gosh, I need to change the way I do my business. I need to do this. I need to do that. With a book, it's something that you can adapt to you personally and what your goals are. And so if there's something you're struggling with, like let's say you're struggling with time management, then listening to Slide Edge would be a good place to start, or getting things done. Let's say that you're struggling with self-confidence, then a book about self-confidence. If you're struggling with how to meet new people with networking or leadership, then doing a book on that, and then sprinkling in your, podcast in there. So that's really what I have been doing, and it's been really successful for me. And I know for a lot of other people as well. It's just having a plan. So the next goal that you're going to want to be clear about is working your 3 vital behaviors, and the way that is everybody on this call's goal, by the way, that's one of your goals, is working your power of 3. This is what a power of 3 looks like. You can print them. You can use them on your computer. We have several different formats with them. These things are awesome. I talked a little bit about this earlier, as you know, but it's so simple, yet so effective. And I fought the tracking for a long time because I'm like, oh, I've got this down. And then I wasn't seeing, some success in my business, and really I was missing some things. And I didn't realize it. Well, when you have this paper that you are tracking everything on, it really helps keep you on track. Plus, it also gives you a stopping point, because I think a lot of times when you have your own business, you're like, oh, I need to do more. I need to do more. I need to do more. Well, this shows you, decide, is it the power of 3? Is it the power of 10? Whatever you want it to be, depending on where you are in your business. Once it's filled in, stop for the day and then move on to what you need to be doing with your family. It will also really help you set boundaries. So the first thing on the power of 3 is adding new friends. So add your new friends. Who are your new friends? I have connected with so many people through this business, all because of this business. And I can go through here and name of, how I met all my coaches, but they were all different places, and as well as my clients. And none of them were my close friends before I started this business. But now they're really good friends. And I like being around these people because we have common interests. So, friend new people. Is it someone you went to high school with, someone you went to elementary school with, someone you met at the park, somebody from school, from your kid's school, or like, for example, I met my coach, Jessie, who sponsored me at a dance class that our daughters took. Her daughter went to that class maybe 3 or 4 times, and she just started talking to me, and we met that way. There's so many, and now we're really super close friends. And because we met, it totally changed my life. And that's the only reason we have this team, is because she, had the, determination to, I was going to say balls, really that's what it was, the balls to talk to me at dance class. She came up to me and was like, hey, how are you doing? And just started asking me about myself. And so there's all these different ways that you can talk to, you can meet new friends. So add 3 people to your Facebook each day, and then connect with 3 different people. Everybody's always concerned about being salesy, and you can definitely be salesy in this business, but you won't be successful because this is a relationship business. So you want to make sure that you are building relationships and truly connecting with people. And when I first started, I sent invites that were like this long, and they were so salesy. I'm surprised that I didn't get I got defriended a few times, but I'm surprised I didn't get mass defriended. I cringe when I look back at those because they were super salesy. Really connect with people and find out what they need. I send a message and I'm like, hey, Melissa, how are you doing? How's your new, the pictures of your baby are so cute. And I just, that's what I would do to talk to people. Or like, Jenny, how are you doing? I saw you had a birthday, but your entire family is sick. I'm so sorry to hear that. Really look at what's going on in their life on their Facebook, glance at it, see what's going on, and start engaging with them, and see if there's somebody that, you want to work with as well. Definitely there's people out there that I'm not the right coach for, and, that's totally fine. So I really kind of look at their Facebook a little bit and make sure that we would be a good fit. I think you guys have heard the story of someone recently. I went to her Facebook and her cover photo was the F word. And I decided that probably wouldn't be a good client for me. Might be somebody else's client that's fine for, but that was on there. And then there was some other stuff on there that I thought, she probably wouldn't like me. So we're just going to go with that. So definitely look at their Facebook and start building that relationship. It's not built overnight. So don't think that you're going to send somebody you just met an invite and they're going to immediately say, yes, sign me up. It does not usually happen that way. You've got to connect with them and build the relationship. And then the next thing on the power of 3 is inviting. You want to be inviting people. Minimum 3 to 5 people a day. If you work a job where you have more time on certain days, like I know we've got some people here that, we've got some teachers and nurses and we've got a doctor. Well, they have crazy schedules. So on their days off, it's better for them to batch their invites and send 10 at a time rather than a few every day. But just fill in the sheet and mark, when you sent them. That's totally fine. I would make it a goal to get a certain amount a week. When I first started, I was at home with 3 kids and my husband was always working. And my daughter, as many of you know, was super sick. So my time was limited because her medical care and things like that were a full-time job. So I would batch my invites. I would do 10 at a time, and I would do that 3 times a week. So that was 30. A lot of times I did 30 to 35 invites when I was building up my business. I still do that many invites, but that's always been my comfortable place. Just make sure you track it. And then you want to follow up with people. Now, the cool part about this is, you guys, if you are truly filling these in, then you just follow up with the invites you sent. So, and you can invite the people that you added, and that you can, it all works together. So you shouldn't run out of people, if you're properly using this sheet. It all flows together. So make sure you're using it and you're truly filling those names in, and that you're actually inviting them and actually following up with them. A lot of times people get busy, so don't feel bad about following up. Give them a day or 2 and say, hey, I just want to make sure you got my message. Sometimes my Wi-Fi can be tricky. Or say, I just, I wanted to make sure that you got my invite. It's no pressure if it doesn't work out for you, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew that you were invited to my challenge group. And a lot of times what I hear, and I am totally guilty of this, is I'll open a message. I'll be super busy. My kids distract me. I'll be at carpool. And yes, I am the mom that sits in carpool while waiting for my kids and is checking, because we're not driving. We're just sitting there, and is checking my messages. And all of a sudden the kids come running out and I'm like, oh, I didn't respond to that. I'll respond to it later. And I don't. So I intentionally have to go back through. And I've heard that from so many people that I followed up with. They're like, I'm so thankful that you followed up with me. I was really busy and Totally forgot to respond to you. I would love to join you. So follow up with them. Don't feel bad about that. You want to make sure that you're presenting the coach opportunity to 3 to 5 people a week. Don't be shy about that. It's just like asking people about their health and fitness. Invite them to the opportunity. There are so many people right now. I hear of at least 1 to 2 people every day that's getting a pay cut right now or getting laid off from their job that's with a big corporation. One of my really good friends was just telling me her husband's worked for a company for 20 years. They're doing massive layoffs, and he's the sole supporter of their family. He makes really good money. He's got a retirement and everything, but the company's in trouble. So you want to make sure that you are still inviting people. Like, don't count people out. You never ever know what this opportunity can do for them. So invite them. And then on here, what's really cool, another reason why I like the sheet, if you're not sold on this sheet by now, you better be. Sorry. I am getting salesy. Sorry about that. Daily, do your personal development. We already talked about doing your workout and your Shakeology. So we talked about those things. Weekly, get on the National Wake Up Call. It's every Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. If you can't be on it, that's totally fine. Just listen to the replay. You can listen to the replay on your Coach Online Office, or you can do the podcast app on your phone. iPhone, it's the podcast app. For Android, I heard Podcast Addict is the best one. So just make sure you've got the Team Beachbody podcast on there so you can download those. You also want to make sure you're checking in with your coaches and you're checking in with your customers. I assign days for those. So I do, when I first started, I would check in with my challengers every Wednesday. I felt like that was a good day to check in with them for my schedule as well as theirs. I feel like people are really excited on Monday. They're like, I'm ready to go. By Wednesday, they're kind of like, I can't do this. It's too hard. But getting a check-in from their coach really will help them. So I would say try to aim your check-ins for the middle of the week. But again, this is your business. Do what works best for your business hours. The next thing with coach check-ins, I find those are best on like Mondays or Tuesdays. So do them, what works best for you, but check in with your coaches too. You still need to be there to support them. Monthly, you want to aim to hit Success Club. The reason you want to aim to hit Success Club is hitting Success Club is showing that you're actually working the business and that you're being consistent and will help you build the business as well as change people's lives. I don't look at the Success Club as points. I look at it as lives changed. So 5 Success Club 6, I know that I've helped 3 people. If I have Success Club 10, I know that I've helped 5 people. And that to me is what is amazing about this business. I hear stories all the time about how this business has changed people's lives, how they are loving how they're feeling more confident, and they're just feeling good. And I think that that is so important. So really, when you're looking at that and you're thinking about Success Club and you're deciding if you're what your goals are for the month, if you're going to help 3 people or 5 people, or you're going to help 10 people, whatever it's going to be, really know that you're going to help them change their lives and really have that come off in your messages when you're talking to people, not just trying to sell them something, but really finding out how you can best serve them and how you can help them, because the experience for them starts the moment that you send that first message. So you really want to make sure that, you're reaching out and finding out what they need and how you can help them. And that will help you achieve Success Club. And try to add at least 1 new coach a month, and add more. Like, you guys, it's not hard. You can get people signed up. If you get people signed up as challengers, you can get them signed up with the coach discount. Often people, once they start Shakeology, they love it and then they want to keep going with it. And the best way to do that is to get the coach discount. So you can offer them that, and then they're going to save money each month on their Shakeology. So really use your power of 3. It's really simple for December. So far, you've got your health and fitness goal that you've set. You've got your personal development goal that whatever you're doing for that. And you're using your power of 3. Now, the exciting stuff. Anybody you talk to this month, you're planting a seed for January. So the last week of the month rolls around, all of a sudden, I kid you not, right after Christmas, I am not joking. It's like the floodgates open and everybody wants to get in shape. And they're all of a sudden New Year's is on their mind. And I'm like, what's the first thing on most people's lists? To get in shape. They want to start a new program. Well, if you've touched base with them in December and you followed up with them, they're going to say, oh, hey, Justin's he's like asked me like so many times about, doing his group. And now I want to get in shape. I better, I'm going to reach out to him because he that's who's in their mind. So make sure that you are putting yourself out there and you're planting the seed. And because there's, and they know that there's nothing worse than finding out that somebody you invited bought off an infomercial, okay? And you're like, hey, I offered you this. And then you really have to look at it yourself and think, did I follow up with them enough? Or, some people will just do that and that's okay. But a lot of times you really have to, look inward and say, oh, did I not follow up with them? Because personally, I've had that happen many times. And I really had to take it upon myself and think, I probably should have followed up with them again, or I don't think I might have been clear. So make sure that you are putting yourself, out there and really talking to them. That brings up another point, which is your social media. And you need to make sure that you're consistent on your social media. You want to be sharing on social media that you're staying on track, but you're not perfect. Nobody wants to be coached by somebody that's perfect. They want real life, not too real. They want to know who you are, but don't air out all your dirty laundry. Be positive about it, but really share with people like what you're doing. Like, for example, I, have a ton of holiday parties. One of my things that I do before holiday parties is, I'm going to have I'll plan ahead. I'll have a glass of wine there. I'll, probably have a treat, but I'm not going to go hungry to a holiday party because I don't do well that way. I will completely knock myself off my nutrition and have a food hangover the next day. So make sure, you share that on your social media about, how you're going through the holidays, that you're still enjoying the holidays, yet, you have a balance there. And show pictures of you doing your workout, and then also balance that out with pictures of your family, motivational or inspirational things. Who you really look at who you are. What are 5 things about you? And, talk about those on your social media, and not just all beach body or fitness or things like that. Talk about, what's going on, in your life, and show them that you're a real person. We're going to be doing a social media boot camp. My friend Kiana, she's another coach, and she is really good with social media. Amanda did a social media call a few weeks ago, and the recording's in Team 360 if you want to watch that as well. But Kiana did this cool little 10-day boot camp, and I'll be starting. I posted up day 1 last week, but I'm going to post it up again tomorrow. I didn't want to distract from people that were finishing out the end of the month. So we're going to be doing that boot camp in Team 360, so you can watch those videos each day, and that'll give you a really good idea how to run your social media, because she does a really phenomenal job of balancing the business and real life. And she's built her business 100% on social media. So she's a really good person to learn from. And she is a mom of 3 and was a teacher. And so she just, she didn't have any entrepreneur background or anything like that. She just started the business and built it on Facebook. So definitely plug into that. The other thing you want to know is Hammer and Chisel's coming out tomorrow. Who's excited? I cannot wait. I am dying for that program to come out. I just posted a FAQ that they released in Coach Online Office. I posted that in Team 360. It's got a lot of good information in there. But just so you know, the challenge pack is normally $180. It's on sale for $160. It goes live tomorrow. They're saying that everything should be live by 11 a.m. Pacific time. Now, those of us who have been through product launches before, sometimes they're seamless and sometimes they're not. I would just say be prepared. Have your people ready that are going to order so you can get them, get their order in. 21-day fix was insane. When that launched, it actually sold out. It outsold all the predictions, and it was pretty crazy. I've been through the P90X 3 launch. I've been through the Max 30 launches. Those went really seamlessly. They were pretty good. But you just never know. So be ready and make sure that you let your clients that are waiting for that program know when it's available so they can order it right away and they won't miss it. I don't think that it will sell out, but just in case, I would tell them, get your order in just to be on the safe side. And we're going to start a group on the 14th of December with the team. I'm going to open it up, though, almost immediately because I don't know about you, but I'm starting that program right away. And as soon as that little thing goes live on demand, I'm going to be starting it. And then the other, whoever wants to start in can start in and, anytime in December. I'm, with that, but it's going to be a big group with all of us. So you can add your clients to that as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. And there is a big group starting with the company on the 4th. I personally would not add any clients to that because it is really big and there are always some different types of people in there, and we'll just leave it at that. So because they want to be in there for the trainers, and I just really haven't seen them go very, good. They're good for people that don't have a coach, but I would probably steer clear of that and put your clients in your own groups. I will be starting another group on the 4th, and you are more than welcome to add to that one as well. And that will be strictly hammer and chisel. Again, it's a 60-day program, so they'll be in there for 2 months. Also, we've got a healthy holidays accountability group. I'm actually merging everybody into one big group for the month of December. December is just a tough month for people to stay on track. And a lot of people do better with the bigger groups. I'm going to run a fun little contest in there and with prizes. And I'm going to announce that probably on, say, Friday to give people, it'll start on Monday. So if you want to add people in there, you can. The only thing with that is if you add people into one of my groups, anybody in the downline is welcome to do that. They need to be your customer, signed up with you, and you also need to be present in there. So you can't dump them off. You got to be posting too. So they signed up with you. They want to see you posting, so make sure you post. Plus, the more you post, that's going to encourage them to be posting. So make sure that you show up in there and engage with them and check in with them on whatever day you've decided to check in with them. But that'll be really fun. And lastly, for those of you that have new coaches, we will be starting a new Coach Basics on December 7th. So that's next Monday. I'll have the calendar up in the team page probably tomorrow, and that'll have all the dates on it. But we'll be starting the Coach Basics on that day. Coach Basics is going to look a little different this time. So it's not going to be the same format. It's going to be videos and a little bit more fun. So I'm pretty excited about it. And I would love for you guys, if you've got the ability to plug into it and kind of give me feedback on what you think it is, because it is going to be a new type of a Coach Basics for our team. I think it's going to be really awesome, but I would actually love to have your feedback and see what you guys as coaches, who've already been through Coach Basics, feel about it and what you think about it. So that was everything I had for tonight. Make sure that you take some time after this call or tomorrow morning or when you get some time and write out your goals, please. You need to know where you're going. You wouldn't get in the car and say, oh, I'm going to go, I'm going to go to, this place, but I don't have, you don't have a map and you don't know how to get there. Your goals are your map. They're your guideline So you need to write them out so you know where you're going. So make sure you do that. And then Melissa, the holiday group is for people that have purchased a Beachbody program or Shakeology. It's not a free group. It's somebody that has either one of the Beachbody programs or Shakeology, either one. Any other questions? You guys can, I can unmute you if you have a question. Just raise your hand or let me know and I can unmute you. Anybody? Or I can unmute everybody if you want. Okay, let's see here. Nobody has questions for me? What, I was that good? I just covered it all? Who's hit Success Club? Who's got Success Club locked in? Awesome.
Not yet, so close.
How close are you?
So I've got 2 points, and then I have another girl that I'm talking to right now, and she doesn't read anything without signing it, so she wants to read through the entire email, and then she tells me that she's too tired to do it right now and that she'd like to do it some other time, and I'm like, well, the discount's gone after tonight as far as I know, so, and now I'm kind of waiting for her to respond back. I have no idea. She's the meticulous type.
Well, let her know that she has 30 days to return it, so you can let her know that, 30 days money back guarantee.
Yeah.
I just hit it today, and now I'm 1 away from 10, so I'm holding out on one person to finish today.
Awesome. Because where were you at? You were at 2, right?
0. I had 0 until I had 2 returns. So I was at 0, but I'd sold 2, and then I invited like 50 people on Friday, so it's maybe paying off.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Lindsay just asked a question. 1 second, Lindsay, I will tell you. She asked me when I'm going to be doing the next free clean eating group. And it will be right after Christmas because people can, that way nobody will do it before Christmas. So it'll be right after Christmas. So it will be on the 28th. So I think that's when we're going to do it, but I need to check the calendar. Lindsay, if you want to run one, we can chat. And I'm actually going to unmute you. 1 second here. Okay, Lindsay's brand new coach. This is her first call, and she hit Emerald and Success Club. So welcome to Lindsay. She's pretty excited. And how much did you lose with the 21-day fix?
My first round, I lost 11.
So awesome.
Pounds, and I'm probably down about 15 now over 2 rounds of it, and I just started 21-day fix extreme today.
Perfect. So cool. And she's having a blast talking to people and just really excited. So this is fun. So yeah, I will talk with me offline and we can figure out when to start one that works for you. Okay.
It's so hard with the holidays.
Yeah, the holidays throw a wrench in it because normally it's like, well, we can schedule it, but nobody will do any, it is
right.
Tough with Christmas and then New Year's right around the corner. But I will tell you, January is a good month for that. Everybody wants to eat clean. So, but honestly, you guys, like I said before, this is not my first year doing this. It always goes like this. And it's the Christmas cookies and the alcohol, is that a lot of people don't realize this, but this is really a month for planting seeds, and the harvest happens in January. So the more people you talk to this month, even though it feels like you're beating your head against the wall, it pays off, and it pays off at the beginning of the year because people come back to you and they're like, I'm ready. I'm so ready. It's pretty crazy how ready people are. And so I would also plan on being available right before the 31st, because that's, when people are like, if you have a group starting up, if you're going to start a group in January, you want to start it on the 4th or the 5th, because everybody wants to start right after the new year. So it's perfect timing. And the more people you talk to this month, the more people that are going to come back to you and you can follow up with that last week of December. Any other questions? Anybody?
Thanks, Tanya.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up, and I really appreciate it. And let us know if you have any questions, but great job, everyone. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.